Hey guys, Jonah here. It's day 2 of my Advent box, and I had some problems which I didn't notice until afterwards with day 1, and I can't believe it. Day 1, they swapped out one of the beers. So, for those of you that don't know, you can do beer reviews on the Beer52 website, and you build up points. And the points give you discounts on beers, which is kind of cool. Drink as much as I do. They soon rack up, and you can use them for up to half of your order. So usually I kind of go up to about 25 quid, maybe 50 quid, and then cash them all in one go and do some massive box. But the beer from yesterday wasn't on the review site, and I was like, that's weird. And then when I looked, it was one I had previously before, and I just thought that was a coincidence. No, they put an older beer that's been sitting around for probably about a year in the box. So day 1, I already had problems, but that's in the past. That is in the past, dear viewer. So we are looking, oh, I can see it, for day 2, which is this one. Ooh. Boom. And because this is fallen down, it's not this one. That's from up there, I think. Yeah. It's this one from down here. And people have warned me about this. Oh, people have warned me. They said, if you lay your box down that way, it's easier to get the beers out. So thanks for the advice, guys. The only downer is doesn't look so good for when you're doing the reviews. Okay, so never heard of these guys before. Espiga, and it's the first of the dark beers. So day 2, I'm onto a dark beer. It's a 5% 33, I think, porter, which is kind of cool. What have we got on here? Doesn't really give me too much information. Barley malt, where are they from? Can't read that. From Barcelona. It's a Spanish beer, right. No messing around. And obviously with these beers, I'm not showing you the magazine. And I found out some weird stuff about the magazine as well. Number 1, Robin Gilmore, congratulations. She is now deputy editor of the Ferment magazine. I've already sent her a message saying, Robin, please sort the magazine out. Will she listen? I don't know. She's a really good writer though, and that's kind of, you get that right, then everything else kind of falls into place. Got a bit of head on this bad boy. Got quite a lot of head. Right. Let's do that. Let's do that. Day 2. Come on. Let's put that up there so you guys can see that one. Wow. And this is a mini glass. That 2 fingers head. Lovely, lovely dark beer and dark head. Very tight-knit bubbles. If I saw that and it didn't say porter on it, I would say that was a stout. Pardon me. And what's the difference? Some would have you know that there's not that much difference, and I would be one of them. Porters are a greater range of beers. A stout used to be called stout porter, which was essentially the darkest of the dark porters. But a dark porter like that and a stout, there is really not too much difference. Oh, lovely, lovely darkness, bit of coffee, dark chocolate, dark grit. This is roasty maltage. A little bit of sweetness there too. I would be very surprised if this wasn't something like chocolate malt. At least a little bit. Maybe it's got some patent in there as well, some real dark stuff, but don't know. But it's got that nice sweetness to it. So I wonder if it's got some sort of lacto in there too. The head has kind of disappeared already, dear viewer. Let's dive in and see what we get. If you're enjoying the Advent review so far, give me a thumbs up. Why not think about subscribing if you're not? If you're new to the channel, I'll be doing this all year before I transpose onto the 12 beers of Christmas. So I'm drinking beers all throughout December, and I might even do some cheeky reviews just on their own as well. Cheers. Oh, quite bitter actually. We're getting bitter chocolate. Ooh. Yeah, and that does have a real dark bitterness to it. And astringency definitely in there. Whoa, that is dark. That's coffee. Has this actually got any coffee in it? Difficult to work out. And my eyes are pretty bad. Sorry, dear viewer. If this was one of my normal reviews, I could have told you if there's actually coffee in there. It kind of tastes like it, so I wouldn't be surprised. And it's got that kind of dark bitterness that you do get from coffee, especially espresso. Wow, look at that in the glass. It's almost like a whiskey. It's got legs on it, if you can see that dark kind of colour running down the side. And as usual, we have a little bit there for Ron. But in this case, because this damn glass is so blooming small, they've given me a 25ml glass. I never understand why they do this, apart from maybe these are cheaper or easier to, well, roughly that size, isn't it? But not quite. But yeah, they give you a smaller glass than the actual beers involved, which is crazy, especially when you get a bigger. I'm hoping there are some bigger cans in here. Oh, there we go. That is the other part. Now, the other thing was, oh, itchy nose. For those of you that are on Untapped, you've already seen that I was at the Royston again. It is my local and it's my favourite pub. In fact, I have got a thing over here giving a shameless plug to Andy on the Broadstairs Beacon. There we go. That is Andy there. Andy Smith. Andy Hodder, some people call him. And that's his girlfriend there, or partner, Melissa. Very nice lady. And I've probably drunk one of those lovely beers. But in case you're wondering what the Royston looks like, this is the Royston. My local, the best. It's not exactly the nearest pub, but it's like a Cheers. When I walk in there, hey, Jonah! Everyone knows your name and all that kind of stuff. Oh. That second pouring had less of that astringency and a little bit more sweetness to it, which was really nice. Because the first few drafts were really dry and bitter and astringent. And it got a little bit sweeter as I got to the bottom of the glass. So maybe there's a bit of lacto perhaps in there. I doubt it, to be honest. It wasn't one of those thick ones. Mouthfeel was reasonably mellow, to be honest, for a stout or pardon me, a stout porter even. My God, when you drink beer fast, it does make me belch. Guys, this has been Uncle Jonah here. Keep looking out for future videos, Advent ones especially. We'll be back with day 3 tomorrow, but I might try and sneak another video in. You never know. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other. have a really cool Advent time, and I'll be back for tomorrow with day 3, and I might have another beer review even sooner than that.